were to describe when I found out he has autism, that would be a shock.
Scared.
Shocking, very angry, and frustrated.
One of the most important things that you can do as a parent once you have a child with a disability is to connect with other parents.
Okay, welcome.
To realize that you're not alone, that there's other people that have been through this. Parent to Parent is a support program for parents of children who have diagnoses, either a developmental disability or a healthcare issue.
I wanted it to see if there was any family and kids with special needs, some kind of activity that, might be coming in the future.
See the penguins?
So we have a zoo event, lots of people coming. It allows people to connect together, have a good time, connect with other families with kids with similar diagnoses.
Wow. Oh, do you like that?
We want to meet with the community, to meet those family raising those kids.
So it's give opportunity to meet other people, see them, and if you get a chance to talk to them, so you can share your thoughts, they'll tell you their thoughts.
So it's good to see other families that are here with, they're supporting their kids, their families, and it's really nice.
When a parent learns their child has a disability, it's a huge shock. And there's a lot of emotions that go with that. It's really easy to blame yourself. You'll have all these questions that go through your mind. Was it something I did? Is it something I ate? Is it something, environmental? What? Is it a spiritual thing? Is God punishing me? I think there's just a huge range of emotions that families experience.
I never grow up with any disabled people, so it was sad. I wasn't sure how to think about it.
I didn't know what to think because in my day, Downs kids were institutionalized, and I never actually met any Downs person.
When I found out Jemiah had Down syndrome, I was a little nervous. I felt, after I discovered it, the days and the weeks, a little overwhelmed.
A lot of parents say, I asked, well, God, why did you give me a son that I see so much work? It's just, I'm losing a lot of patience because when you're so tired and when you so stressed out, you can't deal with it anymore. Another day, he's so sweet.
It was tough to accept it, that he has CP, and how will he walk, how will he sit, how will he support himself, and gradually if he'll have family, what will happen then? So initially it was tough.
I was shocked, but my wife was more shocked than me. She felt really bad. She was thinking maybe because we did something wrong. We didn't take care of him enough because we had to take care of other child.
When I first found out my sons have autism, especially for my first son, initially it was numbness because I didn't know what to expect. To me, autism meant a person rocking back and forth, and I didn't know how my sons could function in a society. To me, it was just a grim discovery at first, and I hate to think that way.
First couple of years were very challenging, especially for me. I was not able to accept that my son has a disability, and I was not able to accept him the way he was.
It's really important to know that all those feelings are very typical, that most families that have kiddos with disabilities experience them, and to be kind to yourself about it and realize it's a stage you're in, and it's really a grief cycle that you go through. It gets better as you go on.
It's really affect our marriage. We always have different idea on how to help James or other kids. So we had a lot of arguments.
I mean, there are a lot of stress in the house. I mean, we have 4 children, so that itself is, there are a lot of work. But 2 with special needs, that's very overwhelming for both of us.
It is stressful many times. Financially it's more difficult. There can be discipline issues, and we're struggling how to work that out.
I gave up on a lot of things. We hadn't been able to travel a whole lot because we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't go out and eat with peace because 3 kids screaming, throwing food. So yeah, it affects our marriage and our lifestyle.
Learning your child has a diagnosis can be tough on a marriage in the beginning. Everybody experiences that shock in a different way. So sometimes spouses experience the same event very differently. They may be at totally different places of grief.
When we knew that he has CP, so me and my husband, I was like disappointed and he was kind of angry and shocked. So it was difficult for both of us, but more difficult to him. I cried there. Immediately I was crying, and Kadam was just quiet. He didn't say a word.
If you can talk about those feelings, it's sometimes hard to talk about them when you're such different places, but understanding that they just may be experiencing something in a totally different way from the other person is really important. And it's, if it's hard, ask for help. If you don't know what to do, get some counseling. It's really worth it.
We do see sometimes counselors just to talk about, the stresses we have in our life. So we're trying to get all the support we need to function as parents.
Many of the Birth to 3 centers actually offer counseling. They have social workers within their programs that can help you. It's always good to have a place to have someone to talk to.
Emotional support, I would say both were broken and disappointed and shocked. So previously, like for 1 month we were fighting or we were quiet, and then gradually we accepted the things. So we both were supporting each other, and then definitely our family.
Turned to my family. I found out about the ARC of King County, and then I turned to Birth to 3. I'm looking for people who's been through what I'm going through now.
A really big thing is actually the support of our faith community.
The most valuable thing that I learned that to cope with it is to educate myself, to learn what I can do to help him, because I am the one and my wife is the one who would have to help him for many years to come.
I have been keeping a blog since the twins were 3 years old, and that lets me vent on daily happenings and hardships that we go through, as well as joys.
Now we have a social group, or in fact I'll say online group or parent to parent, and of course now ARC is there as well. So a lot of supporting groups are here. So we always ask for the advice, suggestions and guidance.
So it's really important, whether it's connecting one-on-one with a parent mentor, like through Parent to Parent, joining a support group that meets your needs, connect with other parents that have kids with similar disabilities. That connection really helps you, and it helps you not feel like you're so alone.
Both of our parents live far away, so we don't have family support, but we do have a lot of family and friends, and particularly family with autistic kids. So they've been pretty supportive. They understand what we're going through, and it's been pretty helpful to have that friendship.
It's nice because I think you don't feel so alone, and you don't have to take the time out to explain to everybody what's wrong with your child, why do they act like that?
You're meeting people with similar need, and actually you get a lot of emotional support because you know that you're not alone.
Collectively, the therapists, the different organizations, the friends, the community, it all helps.
First, it was hard, and we were fortunate enough to meet a lot of good people, help us to find the way, step by step. If we keep looking, there is a lot of help.
Well, I feel now, I love it. She's my little pride and joy. It's like she's a heaven sent present.
The time when I accepted him, I think the life is beautiful.
Can you say yes?
I'm thinking he's improving every day, and we are giving him love. And the time when he gives smile and he kisses us back, we feel like we always try to focus on his positives rather than some of the things which he has not developed so far. So that gives us always motivation.
And hopefully he'll get some nice or good future in his life. So I'm hopeful for it. Yeah. So there is no problem having a special needs child. Yeah. Sometimes it gets sad, just like every day is not a Sunday. So yeah, but everything is good.
It's a gift from God. It'll take time, but I'll always be here for her. And
Who, me?
Yes, you. Yes, and I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't go back and say why this happened. I love her, so yeah.
My feeling towards autism in the future now is, what is it? Hopeful. I feel more hopeful that maybe they might not have the life I imagine, but if you let go what my idea of normal is, then I think the future is pretty bright for them.